The Senate Judiciary Committee has advanced the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court with an important caveat. Senator Jeff Flake, a key swing vote here, is calling for a one-week delay in a floor vote before the full Senate in order to give time for a limited FBI investigation into the allegations against Brett Kavanaugh. Here's what he said.
I think it would be proper to delay the floor vote for up to, but not more than 1 week, in order to let the FBI continue to do an investigation limited in time and scope to the current allegations that are there.
Now, Flake has been the subject of intense lobbying on the Hill, both by Democratic senators and from protesters who have gathered here on Capitol Hill and over at the Supreme Court. He has been confronted by women who say they are victims of sexual abuse, daring him to look away. He has been very intensely lobbied here, and that is why, even though earlier in the day he said he would support Kavanaugh's nomination, he is now sort of waffling on that and calling for this sort of compromise here. Also important to note that he's not the only senator who is somewhat on the fence here. There are 4 other undecided senators, 2 Republicans and 2 Democrats, whose votes will also be important here, guys. This is definitely coming down to the wire. Back over to you.
So, Ylan, a couple of questions here. The committee, the Judiciary Committee that just voted it out, with Flake's vote as a yay, does not control when the vote comes to the floor. Mr. McConnell does, right?
That's right. So this is a developing situation. We saw senators delay this committee vote by about half an hour or so as these negotiations were underway, still trying to find out from McConnell's office if there is indeed a deal to hold up this vote. One would assume that he has that assurance in order to give his support to moving this forward. Republicans had wanted to get this done by Tuesday. Flake here calling for a pause in that to have an FBI.
And then who controls or commissions the FBI investigation? That as I understand it, that's not the Senate. That has to be the executive branch, the White House.
I think that's unclear as well. I think that several senators were arguing that the committee does have the power to at least request one. So we'll see how this process works out. Again, it's coming together here at the last minute as both Democrats and some moderate Republicans try to find a way to deal with the very raw and powerful testimony that both Brett Kavanaugh and his accuser, Christine Ford, gave yesterday.